It was a crash as horrific as it was mysterious. TWA Flight 800 explodes in midair in 1996 off the coast of Long Island.
It blew up in the air, and then we saw two fireballs go down to the water.
All 230 on board the 747 dead. The cause, after a 4-year, 17,000-page NTSB investigation, a spark from faulty wiring leading to the center fuel tank. But now, 6 retired members of the original investigation team are breaking their silence. In a new documentary, they are challenging the NTSB's findings and calling for the investigation to be reopened.
I was convinced that the part had been damaged by a high explosion because of the entrance hole and the exit hole.
These former investigators, whose credentials range from the NTSB, TWA, Airline Pilots Union, and forensic experts, now claim that radar and forensic evidence shows the wiring was not the cause of the crash.
What would your analysis have been?
The primary conclusion was the explosive forces came from outside the airplane, not the center fuel tank.
Would that statement have been in your analysis?
If I got the right one.
The agenda was that this is an accident, make it so.
These investigators say that the evidence they examined proves that one or more explosions outside the aircraft caused the crash. However, they don't speculate about the source of the explosions. Among the theories considered and rejected by the NTSB at the time was that a missile was responsible. The filmmakers plan to petition the NTSB to reopen the investigation. In a statement, the NTSB left that possibility open if new evidence is uncovered, saying investigators and staff spent an enormous amount of time reviewing, documenting, and analyzing facts and data, while the NTSB rarely reinvestigates issues that have already been examined. Our investigations are never closed, and we can review any new information not previously considered by the board.
Well, of course, we haven't seen this evidence, so right now it is their word against the government. We can tell you that the film premieres next month, and it will be on the anniversary, the 17th anniversary of the crash. Chris?
Well, it's interesting, Renee, because no terror group ever took responsibility. I mean, we all remember, those of us who were old enough to remember at the time, these ideas that people had seen missile tracks and nothing ever came of them. What do you think the chances are? What are you hearing about the likelihood that this will count as new information?
Well, I'll tell you this. The NTSB, as it stands right now, they say they have not received a petition to reopen the investigation just yet. But in order for the NTSB to even consider reopening a case, there has to be that new evidence that you speak about. So it really all depends on the kind of evidence that the group presents. Either it's going to come down to the evidence, or they're going to have to prove that the board's findings were just pretty much wrong. So they have quite a case to build here. Usually takes about 60 days before they make a determination on this kind of petition, but that's not a definite deadline. It could take longer.